Okay, so this is what we will take in our SAP case study, sales and distribution. So anyone in this class who has not used SAP in previous, if it is a first time for anyone. So let's say all 18 students have used the SAP before, if I don't get any response. Okay, thank you, thank you. Yes, if you are using SAP for the first time, once you log into the screen, Bassam Abdulaziz, you should know that this is a one company, right? What is the name of this company? It is a global bike company, right? This company sells bicycle. What is the name of this company? Can someone tell me? Just to make sure you have listened to what I've said. Yes, Global Bikes Company. Global Bike Company is selling, they are selling bicycles. Remember this one, this is what they are selling, right? They are selling bicycles. What else do they sell? Okay, I'll first explain SAP, right? First of all, what are you studying? First of all, why we are studying this one and what is the purpose? And if you know that in accounting, for example, in when you sell something, what is the entry? when we sell something, the entry is, let's say when we sell something on credit, it is account receivable to sales. And for costing, we record cost of goods sold to inventory. Okay. As we said, in real life, it is not only just a journal entry, that you don't make regular journal entries. It is a business process which will be carried out, and it will take care of the journal entries through SAP or Oracle or any software a company is using. So in sales and distribution case study, this is what we will be completing. We will be completing a complete cycle of a sale. What is a sales cycle? For example, I'll show you one previous. You don't have to do it, this transaction, just follow with me and just try to understand what we are going to do now in this case. For example, if you see here in the screen, it is one of the sales order. Do you know what is a sales order? Anyone has an idea about a sales order? Sales order means you sold something. Right? As you can see here, this is the sales order, right? You can see here, it is a sales order. It is order number 15, as you can see on top of it. This is a number 15. It was sold to this customer, name is there. This is the name of the customer. Where this product was shipped to, shipping address. It could be same, it could be different. Maybe purchasing is, customer is different, and he has something, for example, sold to SABIC head office, but delivered to their subsidiary in Musanada, for example. Okay, so shipping address could be different. Purchase order number is the order number given to us by the customer. Okay. Now this document is generated by Global Bikes, one of their employee in sales department and other departments. So there are different involved. So what this customer purchased, you can see from here in the bottom, is this customer purchased DXTR, two products. One is a deluxe touring bike, black color, 5 of them, and professional touring bikes, 2. And the price he paid was this one on top, net value, you can see here. $20,400. This was the total value of this order. But this is not only the process. There was so many different process involved. If I want to see it, this is what you will be doing as well. You have to complete an order like this one. If I press document flow, as you can see here, this order is, as you can see here, is still not complete. If I go back, so I'll show you one complete order. Is this one is a complete order? Yes. Now you see here, this is a complete order. This is what you will be doing. This is an old order, starting from inquiry, quotation, order, and then delivery. Within delivery, you have certain processes, then invoices, then the payment. So this is a complete process. When you complete it, accounting transaction will be done automatically. We don't have to do it. Okay. So this is the process. Who has done it? This was done in Global Bike Company. So what is this company and what they sell? This is what we need to first look at it very quickly to understand the process. As you can see here in this slide, this is the organizational structure of a global company. Or let me share it more clear. Yes, slide is clear. Now this, yes, all of you, you are an employee of this company. Today is your first day at work. Okay, now this company, it's a global bike. Okay, and their CEO name is mentioned here, John Davis and Peter Schwartz. These are the two CEOs. And they have two companies, as you can see. They have Global Bikes on the left side, Global Bike Incorporation registered in US. So they have a US subsidiary, and there is a German subsidiary, Global Bike Germany. And in US, there are two locations, three, Dallas, Miami, and San Diego. These are the name of the cities in US. And on the right side, they have two locations in Germany, Heidelberg and Hamburg. And you are an employee at Miami. Now let's say for this case study, you are the employee in Global Bikes US, where in Miami. Okay, so it's important. So then once you enter the data, this is what you should have an understanding, that where and what data you have to enter. And this company, they have different employees, as you can see here in US as well as in Germany. This is just for you, an employee. Left side is US. So you are somewhere in the left side, and your company is selling these products. What products your company is selling, which you just joined? You are selling trading goods, right? And within trading goods, you are selling some accessories with bicycles, like safety gears, like lock, something accessories. Okay. So what accessories you are selling? You can see here you are selling an elbow pad, and this. These are some accessories you are selling. With bicycle, remember your main product is bicycle, but you are selling something else as well, accessories. And also you have a raw material in order to manufacture your bike. So on the right side is the raw material which you need in order to make or manufacture one bicycle. Also, you have semi-finished goods as well. Semi-finished means which are not complete, like wheel assembly. And then you have finished goods, which are touring bikes and off-road bikes. For sales and distribution case study, we'll be looking at this one, deluxe touring bike, right? And professional touring bike, which is PRTR. These are the codes of the products. Okay. Now, for this case study, as I said, you'll be selling deluxe touring bike and professional touring bike. What is their code? Please note down DXTR1, and then you should be using your 3 unique numbers. P for professional touring bike, PRTR 1, and then your 3 unique numbers. And then these are your customers to which you sell. Now this company, remember, you will be selling to wholesale. You are making bicycles and you are selling to wholesalers. You are not selling to individual customers. This company has 2 types of sales. One is to these different bike shops, right? Or bike companies. They sell it to customers. Okay, they are the wholesalers. Or you sell through internet. In our case, whenever it asks us a data, we'll be selling to wholesalers. Okay, so you'll be asked to put a distribution channel. Whenever you say, okay, distribution channel, you have to put wholesale. These are their suppliers who provide us the raw material and the parts. I hope you have an understanding of customer and vendors or suppliers. And then we have these processes. So we'll be looking at sale process, the first one, selling process. In real life, there could be many processes, right? Any question? Now the first question, how do we sell? What should be the first point in selling? In selling, the first process, if you look at a case study, what it says there in your handouts, you have different steps mentioned there in order to complete this case. Okay, so what we will be completing, we will be completing from order to cash cycle. Okay, so but you will be working as in different roles. In real life, these jobs will be done by each employee separately, but for this case scenario, you'll be taking different responsibilities. So whenever you have an issue, you can come back to your case and you can follow this. This is what you have. This is the handouts already available on our Blackboard. It shows us the integrated sales and distribution process. But how do we do it in SAP? As you can see here, this is designed for global bikes, and that's how you are accessing this material. This global bike is a model company. It is a real process is same thing, right? But the data is sample data for this company, model data provided to us with SAP University Alliance program, and the client is available in Germany, UCC Magdeburg. That's how you are accessing the system. So we don't have to install anything. That's why, you know, we did not install anything about SAP. What we have only access to this model company. Global Bikes. That's why you enter your client 247, right, and username and password to access this client or this company. For example, you are, in other words, you are working remotely for this company which is based in US and Germany. You have a remote access, and now you will be completing this process of order to cash cycle. In reality, there are different employees working in a company taking on these different roles, different responsibilities. It could you so in this case you'll be working sometimes as a sales agent, sometimes you will be working as a warehouse worker, sometimes you'll be working even in accounting. So overall, basically, you will be working in two modules of SAP: sales and distribution, material management, and financial accounting departments. This is just model names for some employees. As you can see here, these employees are in Miami. Imagine now you are in Miami, okay, and you'll be taking on these different roles. So how this process will be started? Basically, what you will do is what we, in other words, we all do. We have to complete these 17 tasks, and starting task is to create a new customer. Why we are creating a new customer? Because we will sell a product to unique customer in order to complete the whole process. Okay, so that's why whenever there is a business process, first starting point in any case is the inquiry made by a customer. But who is the customer? Since we don't have a customer, so the first step, which is important, we will create a one customer, right? So we have three steps to complete this initial process. This is what you will be doing. Step number 1 now, step 2 and step 3, these are together. This is the basic data we need in order to complete or start an inquiry. What we will do, the first thing we will do is create a new customer following these three steps. How do we create a new customer in SAP? Let's say you go to step number 1. Especially those who are doing for the first time, they will understand that we have step number 1, create a new customer. Now how we will create a new customer? Okay, so basically we will be creating our data into different tables. We call them views, where we will enter the data, right? So customer master data, which we will be entering, is about a sales data, information about sales, information about accounting, and these are all shown in those three views: general, accounting, and sale views. Okay, customers can be created centrally, meaning that once you create central, so it means accounting department will enter their own information for the same customer. Sales department will enter only the information related to the sales area in order to have all this information. This is what we call its central area. So the customer will be created in our exercise for central area creation. How do we create? You can create a new customer by following this menu path or running this transaction. As you can see here, this transaction is given, as well as I have put a summary of another document, list of transactions. You have all these transactions given on one page. Creating a new customer. Either you follow this menu path, I will show you now, and we'll start a process. So follow with me whenever you are doing SAP, and if you have any question, you can ask me. So now how do we create a new customer? as we just told you that there are two methods to create a customer. You can either follow through menu path, which is given in the handouts. As you can see here, we'll be working. These are the different views: logistics, accounting. This is what we will be working. These are the different functions within SAP. For example, now to create a new customer, it is related to logistic. So I'll click sales. The menu path is there. After logistic, what is the next we have to click? Who will give me the information? What is the next one? Look at the handouts. Just want to make sure you are with me. What is the next? Where should I click? Abdul Aziz Majid. Yes, what is the next? Where should I click? After clicking logistic, what should I click? Faris, can you tell me where should I click? Faris Al-Asiri. What do you mean by 5 and D? Sales and distribution. Okay. Yes, thank you. Yes. And after sales and distribution, master data. After master data, yes, Ali Ahmed Al-Shahri. Ali Ahmed Al-Shahri. Yes, Ali, what is the next? After I click master data, what should I click? The next one. Yes, business partner, Ali Ahmed. I hope you are with me. Yes, Ali Ahmed. After this one, what should I do? After business partner? Customer, okay. After customer is create. Yes, all you can see here, see there is create means you are creating some data for the first time. Changing means you want to change something for your customer you created. For example, you want to change his phone number, you want to change his contact detail, you want to change something, you have to come here, not here, if you want to change. Display means you can see only the data, you cannot enter. Okay, so this is how the access. For example, for your grades and marks in SIS, you can display. Only the access allowed to you is this transaction display. Also, your SIS is same like this software, right? Where you have people have different authorities when they log in. Okay, someone can change your grade. Some users can see display, right? Display means you can only see, you cannot change. So same thing here, you have create, you have change, and you have display. If you look at a transaction list of transactions which I gave you, right? What is the transaction there? Can you tell me from How can we create a customer? What is the transaction code given in the list of transaction? Create customer. What is the transaction code written over there? Hamza, XD01. Thank you. And if I want to change a customer, what is the code? Yes, please. If I want to change the customer, what is the code? Yes, Mansoor Abdullah. Can you tell me what is the code if I want to change the customer? Mansoor Abdullah, are you with me? What is the code if I want to change the customer? Hamza gave me the code XD01, right? But what is the code to change the customer? You have documents are with you. This is the purpose. Actually, this purpose is to train you how to look at the information when you will be working on your own. If you want to change a customer, what is the code? List of transactions. No, it's not correct. Look at the list of transactions which I gave you. See here, what is the transaction code? For this exercise, you have to see. For this exercise, it is XD02. And in order to display, what is the code is XD03. Or also there are so many transactions here, right? But in the transaction which I gave you on Blackboard, it is only relevant, those are only related to this case only. So to create, it is what here is XD01, to change XD02, to display XD03. Is it clear? Why I'm showing you this one? For there will be, for sure, there sometimes you will make a mistake during data entry. So if you have anything, you can come and see here. Okay, these three transactions. Now, how can we create? As you can click here, this is how we came here. This is what we call it tree structure, right? This is a way in SAP. Either you can come through this one, or you can write a transaction, same thing here, XD01, and let's create. So just quickly follow with me. Do you have all this screen? I will not go back, please. This is very important. So now you need to follow with me how to create a customer. Shall I continue? Anyone has any issue? You should have a screen like me, because we will be doing this together. So first thing is account group. Again, if you look at the notes, it's also mentioned clearly. It says sold to party. Here you have to write down, select this one, sold to party. Customer, leave it empty because system will generate this customer number, which we are going to create now. Company code US00. Remember, you are an employee in US00. Sales organization is always you have to enter, since Miami falls under US East. This company has two branches in Sharjah and in West. Distribution channel, as I told you, wholesale. Division, they are selling bicycles and accessories. So we will be entering this for bicycle. Is it clear until this point? Then in order to quickly create, so what I will do now, you all follow with me. So what I have done, I have created a one customer. You just put same thing here. This is what I have created, 25202. You'll take a data from this customer, we all, so that it is quickly for us to copy this customer. So just put the same information as a reference. Reference means we will take a data of this customer so that we don't have to type in so many information. It will be there. It is quick. Yes. In handouts, it is, this step is not mentioned. Handouts, you have to put all the data by yourself, but if you are following this customer or this recording, then lot of time you can save. Okay, so is it clear? Look at this screen. What do you have in account group? Sold to party. This is important. Company code, make sure write it down the here. Sometimes some student, they miss this information, they don't write it, which will be wrong. So you put company code US00. Sales organization is US East. Who is selling? In Miami, basically you are in Sharjah, for example, as per this company. Distribution channel is wholesale. Division is bicycle. You can click here and select, for example, here you have the options to select. A reference customer. Reference customer, I am putting it here. This is what I have already created with other sections, so I can copy the data for this customer. Company code is same, sales organization is same, distribution channel is same, wholesale. If I say yes, so I'm creating a new customer. This is my wholesale company. What is the name of this company? If you look at the handouts, it shows here that this is our bike zone company. You can write the name of this company. Again, if you have handouts, you can just copy from there. I'll say here, because with your section, this is just a name, anything. You can write your name. Search term or this one. What are these three hash? If I ask you to put three hash, what should be this three hash? Ali Ahmed Al-Shahri. What are these three hash? Ali Ahmed Al-Shahri. Faris Adil Al-Asiri. No, I'll put absent. The students, if you don't respond, I will open my educate and I'll put them absent. Yes, okay. What are these three hash? Khalid Ghahtani. Yes, Faris Adil. No, for you, what should be these three numbers? Not 000. What should be for you, Faris? If you are entering it for yourself, what is your three numbers? Yes, Faris Adil. What is your SAP ID? SAP ID, which is JUC 421 dash some number, right? How do you access your SAP? Because this is important for all of you, because many times you will see these three hash. So what it says, Basam 4081, Faris 605. What do you mean by it? Is your student ID or what? Last three digit. Jabir 066, yes. And yes, thank you. So again, please pay attention. This is important because once this, whenever it asks you for this one, you have to enter for you this three numbers your own. For example, for me, I'll put 000 as an instructor. You can use your own. Which one? Last three digit of your SAP ID. This is important. Then we'll put the information for street address. Just put say counting 102. Postal code, city. What is for city? These things are mentioned in the handouts. If you see the handouts, it is mentioned everything. Then you have to click to see the more details. It's mentioned there. And you have to put something for transportation zone, which is region East. So this is what I have entered. You can write the bike zone. You may write your own name here, whatever, or you want to leave it as it is. It is up to you. But for search term, you have to write your three unique numbers so that it becomes easy for you to later on search it. Is it clear? Then you have to click on company code data. You may find a message, customer found with same address. Yes, it's okay because we have so many customers. As a practice, we put same address. So system is giving us an information that you already have a customer at this address. So we'll say, okay, no problem. We just continue. Okay. already saying there are three customers, right? Before we created. So I'll just continue. And then in handout, it mentioned here you have to enter this as a sort key, your reconciliation account, which is this one, account receivable. It is already there, trade account receivable. What is trade account receivable? It is our account receivable control account in a balance sheet. Under it, you have different customers' receivables. So that's why we call it a reconciliation account. Sort key, this you have to put it, but since we copied already, it's entered. So you will not enter anything in this screen. But if you look at handouts here, it asks you to enter this information. But since you are copying, everything is done for you. So then you have to click on payment transaction. This is what is mentioned in the case, and you have to put terms of payment. Again, it is already entered for you from this sample customer. Then clicking on top, sales area data, and you have to enter some information here, right, which is here in the bottom. Customer price group and customer stat group, material, standard, currency, these all are done for you. If it is different, you can change it. So this step is done for you. Then you click on shipping here. Next step, this data you have to enter, but here it is already being entered for you. Maximum partial delivery should be 3. So those who are watching recording or doing with me, this is the data you should have. If it's not, you can change, update. Then you need to click on billing document. Make sure it is FOB shipping point, which is Miami. Terms of payments, pay immediately when due. Account assignment group is 01. And then here you have to enter tax classification, which are just, if you cannot enter, just put enter to make the data available, 0, and it's done. Sometimes it is locked, so just press and enter in order to open this tax classification. 0 means it is exempted. This customer does not have to pay tax. So only information you enter is this 3 zeros, 3 tax classification. And that's it, is done. If I press save, I will get this number. My customer number will be created. See, in the bottom left, I get a message 25257. This is the name of my customer, which is being created. 25257, right? This is the name of the customer. So take a screenshot or save this, whatever number we all have different data for this customer. 25257 is the data for this customer. Okay, or this is the unique ID, just like your student ID is created. This is the ID for this customer. So next time you enter this ID number and this data will come in front of you. Just like whenever you go to registration here in the college, if you give your ID number to SIS coordinator, they enter your ID number, right? Your student ID. That is your unique identification number. So the same thing we have done. Now this is step number 1, which we completed. Similarly, we have small things to do in step number 2 and step number 3. For step number 2, create a contact person for this customer, which we just created. Again, there is a transaction code given in the handouts. Just follow that one. This is the name of the customer. Already pop in. If it's not there, you can type or you can search. If, for example, if I want to search it, I forget. Remember this one, search term, in case you forget the ID. So that was, those 3 numbers we put when you create it. I put 000, and I can see here with US many with 000, but I know this customer will be a bike zone. Here I know my customer number, this one 25, this one. If you put your 3 numbers, you'll have different, okay? In case you don't know, if you know your customer, you can directly write. In case you want to search it, that's how you do it. So creating a contact person for this customer. After entering all the data, contact person means at this bike zone, let's say this is your wholesaler, who is the contact person? You need to put some information, right? So first one, the name of the person which you want to enter. He is in the management of this firm. We call it management at top. What is his department over there? He is head of purchasing. So his function will be head of purchasing. So these information you will enter for this customer. And then you can put whatever information you would like. Let's say his call frequency. They say that it's better to call him weekly, not to call him every day to get some information. So what is his contact? He is Mr. You can write your name here or anything. I'm just putting this information. So that's it. This is the information you put. So this is a contact person for this customer. Save and a new number will generate it. Note down this number as well. The number for this contact person. See, it says number 206 created for this customer number. So note down this information. Keep it or save it or take a screenshot for this customer. So this is done. Now third step is to extend this customer or to change this customer, remember, as a business partner. So these 3 steps should be completed for sure before starting this process. So for that one, you need to go back and run a transaction. Change customer, we call it, we'll update this customer and assign him as a business partner. System will give you the number by default, the last customer you work, or you can add it by yourself. Enter, and what you will do is, once you enter all the information, and then here on this screen you need to click as partner function, and here you put contact person. Here, see, contact person, CP, and the number of the contact person which we just created a while ago. For me it was 206. Enter. It should be like this one. This is an important step, otherwise you will not continue. and then save it. So 3 steps have been done. I'm going to take a break now. I know, yes. And what we need to do, all of you should have this one. Have you completed, anyone completed until this point with me? Yes. Can you hear me? Okay. So I'll give you a break for half an hour, but in this half an hour, you should complete up to this step. Okay.